Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. You can almost taste the heat just by saying its name. Arrabbiata pasta, the fiery Italian favorite that packs a punch. This bold dish from Rome isn't shy, with its vibrant tomato sauce spiked with garlic and red chili flakes. It's proof that simple ingredients, when treated right, create unforgettable flavors. Whether you're craving a quick weeknight dinner or want to impress guests, arrabbiata delivers with minimal effort and maximum impact. Rich, spicy, and slightly tangy, it's comfort food with a kick. The best part? You likely have everything you need in your pantry right now. Let's break down how to make it. Hint: it's easier than you think. The origins and history of arrabbiata pasta. Arrabbiata pasta isn't just a dish, it's a statement. The name itself, arrabbiata, translates to angry in Italian, a nod to the fiery kick from red chili flakes simmered in rich tomato sauce. Born in Rome, this pasta is a testament to Italian cooking's brilliance. Taking humble ingredients and turning them into something unforgettable. Its roots are working class, a quick, flavorful meal built around pantry staples. But don't let its simplicity fool you. This dish has attitude, and Italians have been loving it for generations. Traditional ingredients and key components. Arrabbiata's magic lies in its simplicity. The classic version sticks to just a handful of ingredients, each playing a crucial role. San Marzano tomatoes. Sweet, low acid, and thick, these tomatoes form the sauce's base. Garlic. Sautéed until golden, it adds depth without overpowering. Red chili flakes. The star of the show, bringing the heat that gives the dish its name. Olive oil. High-quality oil binds everything together. Pecorino Romano or Parmigiano Reggiano. A salty, sharp finish that balances the spice. Some versions include a splash of white wine or a pinch of parsley, but purists argue less is more. The sauce clings to pasta like penne or rigatoni, their ridges trapping every spicy, garlicky bite. Regional variations across Italy. While Rome claims arrabbiata as its own, you'll find twists across Italy. In the south, cooks might add anchovies for umami depth. Near Naples, a touch of basil softens the heat. Up north, some versions dial back the chili for a milder bite. Even the pasta shape changes. Spaghetti alla arrabbiata isn't uncommon. The core stays the same, though. Tomatoes, garlic, and chili. It's a dish built for adaptability, yet always unapologetically bold. Whether served at a family dinner or a Roman trattoria, arrabbiata never loses its fiery personality. How to make authentic arrabbiata pasta at home. Making arrabbiata pasta at home is easier than you might think. With a few key ingredients and some simple techniques, you'll have a fiery, flavorful dish ready in under 30 minutes. Let's walk through the process step by step, from choosing the right pasta to nailing the perfect sauce consistency. Choosing the right pasta. Arrabbiata sauce clings best to short, ridged pasta shapes. These hold onto the sauce, ensuring every bite is packed with flavor. Here are the top choices. Penne. The classic pick for arrabbiata. Its hollow center and ridges trap the sauce. Rigatoni. Slightly wider than penne, great for a heartier bite. Fusilli. The spirals work well if you want something different. Avoid long, smooth noodles like spaghetti, they won't carry the sauce as well. Stick to shapes with texture for the best results. Essential ingredients for the sauce. The sauce is the soul of this dish. Use high-quality ingredients to let the flavors shine. Canned San Marzano tomatoes. Hand crush them for a rustic texture. Garlic cloves. Thinly sliced for even flavor distribution. Red chili flakes. Adjust based on your heat preference. Extra virgin olive oil. For sautéing and richness. Salt. To taste. Pecorino Romano or Parmesan. Freshly grated for serving. Optional. A splash of white wine can add depth, but it's not traditional. Step-by-step cooking instructions. Cook the pasta. Boil your chosen pasta in heavily salted water until al dente. Reserve pasta water before draining. Start the sauce. Heat olive oil in a pan over medium heat. Add garlic and chili flakes, stirring until the garlic turns golden. Don't let it burn. Add tomatoes. Pour in the crushed tomatoes. Simmer for 10–15 minutes, stirring occasionally, until the sauce thickens. If it gets too dry, add a splash of pasta water. Combine. Toss the drained pasta into the sauce. Mix well, letting the pasta absorb the flavors for a minute. Add more pasta water if needed to loosen the sauce. Finish. Serve immediately with a generous sprinkle of cheese. Tip for spice control. Start with chili flakes. Taste and add more if you want extra heat. The sauce should be bold but not overpowering. Tip for sauce consistency. The ideal arrabbiata sauce is thick but still coats the pasta smoothly. If it's too thin, simmer longer. Too thick? A little pasta water fixes it. Tips for perfecting your arrabbiata sauce. A great arrabbiata sauce walks the line between bold and balanced. Too much heat drowns out the tomatoes. Too little, and you lose the dish's fiery soul. Getting it right comes down to technique and a few key tweaks. Balancing spice and flavor. The chili flakes should bite, not overpower. Here's how to keep the heat in check. Start small. Add chili flakes first. Taste after simmering, then adjust. You can always add more. Sweetness counters heat. If the spice overwhelms, a pinch of sugar or a splash of tomato paste mellows it. Acidity matters. Brighten the sauce with a touch of red wine vinegar if it tastes flat. Simmering the sauce long enough blends the flavors. Rushing this step leaves you with raw garlic and disjointed spice. That's it for part 1. We've got our ingredients prepped and the sauce started, but the best is yet to come. Stay tuned for part 2 where we'll finish the dish and plate it perfectly. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.